The Wolverines will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Foster. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Let's take a second about Arizona State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They'll send the back in motion. Gets it to the back. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. caught behind the line. It's Denmark. Breaks into the open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it set up on the outside. Got some room in to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. The throw. He's got an open man. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
Man, that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Snap it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. They will score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the point after is good. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's John.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Caught near the sticks. It's John. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's going to run it. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get. And I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. He now has 61 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. These corners backing off a bit. Trying play action. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Foster. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Little too aggressive with the hands there. Got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The offense set for a first down play. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this, and that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Punt is on its way. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Camarda. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They go to the draw. Plows through the defense. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on third and goal. They'll run play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And they cannot keep the pressure off the quarterback, and that is a costly sack for this offense.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin were just steamroll teams. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on second and long. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The screen, he's got wheels. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Foster. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The screen, he can go. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Give to the running back. On his feet at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He'll set up to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps it. Bounced off his feet.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Gonna run it. It's Denmark. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run the option. Oh, there's always football in the bad pitch.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. I think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Runs through a tackle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for space. It's Denmark. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick strike complete. At the 45 on his way. Flying out to the left. Past the 10. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. This is a designed run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over Illinois. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Here comes the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying the left side. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out fast. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll go right back to it. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Wolverines in the hurry up. The give to the tailback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines are on the move. Pocket breaking down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Did the work himself. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That will the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Scrambling away. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Using the quick game. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to ride this running back.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Now facing a third and long. Quarterback will keep it. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They boot it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
He wants a big play here late. Pick off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very